Your money.
Off and on. I worked in the airlines, worked on airplanes, building parts for the airplanes for McDowell, Airbus, and Boeing for about 8 to 10 years. And also still in the music industry doing my own thing right now. I'm covering stories for my radio show. I have my own radio show called Word of Mouth. The word M-O-U-F, not M-O-U-T-H. I don't know. I like the song by Ludacris, Word of Mouth. I don't know if you ever heard the, right.
I've heard of it. Go ahead.
Okay. And basically, it's part of my responsibility.
Are you married?
No, I'm single.
You have any kids?
I have godchildren.
Oh, you did say that.
Yes.
Now, have you always been that cute?
Have always been that cute.
This cute that you're.
Why? Why you say that?
I mean, you're cute as hell. I'm just saying. Have you always been that cute?
I thank you for the compliment. I'm just average. I'm just the average young lady.
Like, see, this is what people would say in this establishment. I'm not trying to talk to you.
I understand that, and I respect that.
But I would love to. Not saying that too, but you're a very pretty lady, and I'm just saying I'm just surprised that what I mean. You know what I mean? You're not with it. That's cool.
I'm not what?
With anybody.
I was at one time in a very serious relationship. With another Muslim, and we had our differences. We had other religions that interfere with our relationship, and it caused a major problem. We had where people from different, not only ethnic backgrounds, but different religion backgrounds that interfered to the point where they literally lied on him.
Oh yeah, that's how it goes.
And
that's how it goes.
They made threats, like there were Christians that made threats to me, talking about if I don't convert over to Christian from Muslim, I'm gonna get killed, which is not true.
That's how it is.
It shouldn't be like that.
It's Atlanta?
Yes, and Jehovah's Witnesses.
That's all. I'm telling you.
But you should never tell anyone that. You should never tell them.
That's how I had my ex-girlfriend sister talking about she hated me so much. As soon as her sister kicked me out, she got a boyfriend and said to everybody in her family that, oh my God, he reminds me so much of my sister's boyfriend.
Oh really?
Yeah. So that's how they do down here. You gotta understand that.
In New York?
No, down here in Atlanta.
In Atlanta?
Yeah, so that's how they do.
I used to live here back in the late 80s through 1990. I think it was towards the end of 1994. I left probably around October, November, and I headed back towards the Midwest. But see, what happened was, this was during the time when Andre Rison was playing for the Falcons.
Hold on, let me say something.
Okay.
Keep it real. You could, listen, I'm like so damn cool, for real. That's why the old people in this establishment don't fuck with me in a way. I'm so damn cool and I'm so down to earth. Yo, you could drop and just keeping me real.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you're not.
Okay.
But just, you know what I'm saying? Keep it real with me.
I am keeping it real with you. We moved down here.
But that's your education speaking.
Okay.
No, the way you speak.
The way I speak, this is the way I speak.
No, that's good. I'm not saying that, but I just,
How do I sound when I speak? Because I articulate my words.
No, that's good, because I articulate too, because I graduated from a nice school too. I'm
prestigious school.
I'm not,
but I don't.
But I'm just saying. I mean, you don't have to.
Oh, so you feel like I'm just putting on this drama act the way I talk because my talking is so clear?
But you can talk to me like I'm your little brother.
I can talk to you like I'm.
No,
you don't want me to talk to you.
Talk to me like I'm your little
brother. If I talk to you like you're my little brother, I'd be like, damn, what's up? What's going on?
Well, keep it real. That's why I'm sitting here talking to you.
But I don't curse. And when I do slip and curse, I have to praise Allah.
Talk to me like I'm your little brother. Real talk.
I can't do that. It's hard to do that.
You can.
How?
Just keep it real. If you got things like, yo, bro, black me. No.
My brother does music. My little brother, he does music. I had two other brothers that was killed in murder in New York.
Wow.
And that was like, one was like in the mid 80s. I was very young at the time. He was gunned down by, they said it was mistaken identity. I don't think so. Some people that robbed some people, and he just happened to be in the area walking past, and the people that robbed these Italians or whatever robbed them big time for money or whatever, and my brother happened to be walking past, and just so happened at that particular time during when the woman was telling the other lady or something like that, and it's like I can hear it after I was told the story. But when we ran out the house in New York and I ran up the street, he was laying on the ground, and all I remember is seeing blood. I was very young. All I remember is seeing blood, and I remember seeing his lips were blue. You know, and I can't really remember too much about him. It's like back then I wanted to retaliate. I didn't know no better, but I had to get on my knees and I had to pray to Allah. Now, my other brother, he was shot one time by some people in New York, but he's still living and everything. He's doing good. He makes music. He's been making music since the late 80s and everything. He has a degree in engineering and everything like that. You look like you dozing off.
Man, I'm good. I'm listening to
but other than that, and he's not really my brother, but I call him my little brother. But he's very smart, intelligent, and I have some other friends that I call my family, but they're not my family.
With the beer and the heat.
I see it. It got you like the beer and the heat just got you like,
I'm sorry about that.
You're not.
But
still in all, I thank Allah God for everything. You know, you might not hear me praising Him all the time because I praise Him on the inside. And I thank God, and that's what's up. I thank God all the time, and a lot of times, a lot of people don't see me praying out loud or anything like that because my one-on-one connection with God is between me and God, and what we talk about one-on-one is between God and myself. And I feel like I don't have to really share my spiritual connection with. I had to explain that to another lady, and she was talking about you wrong, because I wouldn't let some lady put her hands on my head and make me fly out on the floor. And start hooping and hollering, because to me, my minister Louis Farrakhan can get whatever he got to say off to me, and it hits me. Yeah. He speaks the truth, you know, and it hits me when he says it, and I'm like, wow.
Okay, so I mean, I feel you. I like that. But back to the
but me in reality, I am a down sister for my black brother. You know, for my community, I believe in upbuilding, rebuilding, reconstruction. I am for my people. A lot of black African Americans that I have spoke to, as far as men, they don't want to hear anything about W.E.B. Du Bois or Marcus Garvey or Malcolm.
I'm not saying, but I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of what my mother was. She used to make us read that.
And they don't want to talk about the NAACP and different things like that. And my thing is, you need to know this.
Because a lot of young brothers.
These are our leaders.
Are going off hip hop. They're going off of.
Black art, you ever heard of BAM, which is Black Arts Movement, Black Art Music?
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of people haven't. When I was trying to explain it to one hip hop recording artist called The Amazing Troublemaker, he was like, I don't want to hear all that. I was like, excuse me. I said, number one, you are a black entertainer. You better be for your people, your community, and all this other stuff. He wasn't for none of that.
They're going off to hip hop. They're looking to make money.
But hip hop is a part of black art, music, and movement.
I'm gonna test you right now.
Okay.
I like this. I like this conversation.
Okay.
Some old school Muslims that they would say.
There's so many different type religion of Muslims.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Some old school Muslims, that regardless what sector they're in, say the same thing. That hip-hop music is a haram. It's a devil's music. And to be honest with you, the reason why a lot of young black men have problems, because they're speaking what the devil wanted to speak. If you know me, speaking about sex, drugs, slutism, I'm smoking this much blunts and I'm dogging this woman down, you're speaking what you're gonna eventually speak your fame. You ever know what haram means?
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Do you know what haram means?
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you fill me in.
Oh no. What is? Tell me. What is?
No, go ahead. I want you to tell me what
my interpretation, because I know some brothers in Philadelphia. My interpretation of a haram means is a devil's. But I forgot how he said it. It's not a good. It's not something that is worth speaking about. It's like saying, "Well, good morning," and I'm praising Satan. It's I forgot how they said it, but it's.
You mean shalom?
That's what I'm saying.
SHALOM or shalom or something like that. I think that was towards the devil worship, and they were saying like a lot of black celebrities African Americans were worshiping something called shalom that was devil worshiping.
Okay, then that's
I could be wrong.
No, because my auntie had said that the other day. She was like, Jay-Z was saying something. Yeah, a lot of rich black celebrities are. It's called shalom or shalam or something like that. Yeah, I saw it online. I didn't do enough research behind it, but I saw this picture of something that had horns coming out the head. Yeah. There was a woman off to the side with her legs kicked up in the air, coming back, and like she was laughing. She had horns coming, but they was like it was devil worship. Yeah, because
it's some type of I don't know. It's some type of science they call it or something. I don't know.
But see, you have to understand. You from Chicago, so you have the Gangster Disciple Nation, which practices a 6-point star anyway.
Okay, break that down for me because I'm not really familiar with gang symbols and stuff like that.
6-point star is a sign from the Bible.
But it's also a Jewish, or is it Jews?
Yeah, and basically the 6-point star is like it's hard to say. You know, we can talk for hours, you know, about this one particular point.
Okay.
But some people say that the 6-point star, in certain ways, is the devil. You know what I'm saying? Some people.
Oh, so that's where they talk about the pitchfork.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's Gangster Disciple.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now, you have to clarify stuff with me because I'm not really. I'm illiterate when it comes to stuff like that. I don't know too much about gangs.
And that's a very.
I have to read a book or research stuff.
No, that's a very affluent gang that comes from Chicago.
Okay.
And a lot
Gangster Disciple, GDs. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of celebrities are familiar with that, and you know, like a lot of the gang leaders actually know a lot of celebrities. So some people say that the Gangster Disciple Nation is devil worship because you're practicing devil worship.
Wow.
Yeah, so then you have people like Snoop Dogg and Jay-Z who follow that, and so it's hard to explain.
Is that a rumor? Are you for sure? Did you read about it?
No, actually, the way the Gangster Disciple Nation is, that if you think about it in some ways, the Gangster Disciple Nation is worship the devil. You know what I'm saying? So be honest with you.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Back to what we were saying. They say, a lot of Muslims say that is the devil. So when you're speaking out, yo man, I'm a shoot dude, and I'm amazing. I step through the room, and all these cats are dead. They know what I'm saying. They don't understand my flow. I kill him lyrically, and then I kill him in the mind. Then I take his girl, and I do this and that. You're speaking that, and then they understand why.
You know what?
Let me say this. Okay. Then they understand why what they're speaking comes out to them. But then you have some older school Muslims who say that it's also Islam, that music, period, if it's not Muslim music, is the devil's music in the first place, because every music that ever came out, every musician that ever came out had a drug problem and died from a drug. Billie Holiday, Miles Davis, you know what I'm saying, the guy that was blind that Jamie Foxx played.
Ray Charles. Yeah, but Miles Davis is still living, isn't he? I'm saying the Dream Girls, a lot of musicians have a drug problem, a problem with. And a lot of them are not going to tell you that they have that.
Yeah, and a lot of old school Muslims say the reason being, is because if you, they even revert to Christianity, say if you ain't speaking about gospel or you're speaking about the Quran, that shit is cursed.
Right.
That shit is cursed. And that's what they say, but I feel you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nigga. Whistle and D.I. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. With here, nigga. Yeah, niggas get down on the floor. Holla at your boy, David Banner. Them niggas get down on the floor. On the floor.